They haunt the woods, they always told us. And as the little children we were, we believed them. But we weren't little anymore, so despite all of us hearing the stories, we knew it was nothing more than bedtime tales to scare kids to keep them away from playing in the woods around the old mine shaft. It was probably a good idea. Mine shafts can be dangerous. You could have cave-ins or any other number of things could go wrong. But still, the very nature of a thing being off limits creates a sort of draw. So, it was our graduation night. We loaded the alcohol and the snacks into our cars and headed to the woods. This would be the final shove-off, one last bash, and in the place we were always told to stay away from. It was a giant middle finger to the town. Not the people there, but the town itself. Most of my classmates had felt like oil in the small pond of a town, unable to mix or settle. I had never felt that way, but the city had been on life support since the coal mine shut down, so I wasn't about to stay. We chose the old coal mine entrance as the meeting place. Kegs were unloaded and tapped. Bluetooth speakers blared out our favorite music, and everyone just partied. By the time the full moon hung high in the sky, we were well into our debauchery. Guys and girls danced with reckless abandon before sneaking away, coupling in the dark of the woods around us. It was magical. Or at least, I thought it was. That is until the real magic showed up. She was abnormally tall, but scuttled like a decrepit woman, standing over 6 feet tall with her hunched back. Without a word, she swung her hand, a gnarled stick within her grasp, and spirits began emerging from the soil, the trees, the mine itself. Somehow, it made sense to me as I stood and watched. My senses told me to run, but somehow I already knew what was going to happen. It became like watching a movie. I was enthralled, but separate from the experience. I don't know if everyone could see them at first, because some didn't react. Maybe they were too focused on having a good time, or maybe their minds refused to see the horror in front of them. But once the first scream came, the others rose in a chorus. It was utter chaos. Some stared with terror, while others jetted to the woods, leaving everyone else behind. I hid in a dark corner to the side of the mine entrance, beer still in my hand, shaking with anticipation. Blood-curdling screams filled the night. Everyone had run away. Everyone except me. I saw many of my friends get cut down. Lots of them seemed to escape, but throughout the night, screams echoed from the surrounding woods. The spirits never touched me. I stayed right where I was, hoping that the things would fade. When the horror was over, the tall, witchy woman took my hand, walking me into the mine. They haunt the woods, they say, and now, so do I.